Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I feel like this is gonna be a bit of a different video. It's 22nd May. I'm probably gonna be posting this the next day, but it's just something that I've been thinking about like through the entire day. I just came back home, it's late, but I just like wanted to talk about this. And it's just, from first of all, it's nothing new. I feel like for a lot of women, this is an experience that they could relate to in different, situations, circumstances. And I just remembered like today morning, my friend had shared about an incident that happened to her and how just, she was going about her business and some guy randomly just touched her hair and just started telling her how nice it is and stuff like that, unprovoked, in a bit to try and be like, oh, he's trying to compliment her, those types of vibes. And it just reminded me of, I guess, the numerous times you just find yourself in very scary, uncomfortable situations as a woman. And like even recently on Monday, for example, I was leaving the office in the evening and I was just taking my little stroll. Like I'm happy. I just like taking that walk, especially because there are like beautiful flowers on the way. So sometimes I literally just like to slow down, look at them, sometimes even just take pictures. Like it just makes me really happy. It's just like one of those little things. And then the timing also, it was almost sunset. So like the sky was just looking very nice. Just this light, even on the like road and stuff like that was looking really nice. And I mean, I was just taking my time, walking, strolling at my pace, just minding my business. When all of a sudden, this man comes right next to me. So it's like we are walking in tandem, kind of. And he's like, oh, so you're from work and stuff like that. So maybe there I just look at him, I don't respond. For so many reasons. First of all, it's like, who are you? Why should I even respond to you? Second, I've had stories of, like, if you've been on TikTok, if you've talked to a couple of people, you've had these stories of where someone was like, the last thing I remember was you talking to this person, and somehow I found myself doing which part of Nairobi, or I found myself like I had given this person everything I have, those type of situations. So, and usually the thing is, people say, oh, don't talk to people, like, don't respond back to them because you never know. So me, of course, I never do it. Like I just never really stop to hear out people, um, generally. But sometimes kuna exceptions where it's like you can maybe feel or it's intuition or whatever. But then even in those situations, they're just like just mama a prayer, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I hope nothing comes, happens because of this interaction, whatever. So me, I was definitely not feeling like responding to this guy, so I just keep on walking. And as I'm walking, it's like he's trying to keep up with my pace, which is slow at the time. So he's like telling me like, shouldn't you be walking faster? Like, so you're going home, like, like, come on, walk faster. And I'm just like, who is this guy? Like, and then literally I was just minding my business, but then someone has just now decided to make me uncomfortable throughout this whole walk. So anyway, I didn't have that was the time I was just wishing I had like some AirPods or whatever's like, yeah. So anyway, me, I'm just literally quiet, like not even saying anything, just walking. And then so I'm trying to change my pace, so I move from walking slowly to walking a bit faster. But the guy is like still, catching up with me. Like if I'm slowing down, he's slowing down. If I'm walking faster, he is. And I'm just at that point I remember thinking, so people who are behind me, for example, I'm like, do they think I know this guy? Like, as in, I'm like trying to imagine like what sort of interaction do people think we are having? Because it's like, and people notice it's bothering me or whatever. And then at the same time, it's that thing of I'm trying to be very aware, and I'm just like, okay, starting to think, okay, if this guy isn't alone, what if there's someone ahead? What if there's someone behind who like they're together and they're just trying to frustrate me or something? Because at that time hakukuwa na watu wengi like wanapita, so it's like that thing. I'm just literally trying to calculate my next move, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm passing some buildings on my left, so I'm just trying to see, potentially I've already consider the option of going to stand next to some security guys to see if this guy will just go on ahead and leave me alone. Yeah. So anyway, like bado tunatembea nini, I'm just still in my head. I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do? And we are approaching the intersection, yeah, and then he keeps on asking me like, so are you gonna be heading straight? Am, are you turning? Like unaenda aje? You know, stuff like that. I'm just like, why? Like I just was really feeling annoyed. And then at some point, I think some people are also leaving work. Not like the way you're walking, and then okay, so there's this building where some officers are, and then it's like ndo watu wametoka. So, you know, a group of people kind of comes out and then they're walking, you know, some behind me, some like are passing me because they're walking a bit faster. So I'm just like, this is my opportunity to do it. So I just try, I walk faster, catching up with these people to just, you know, be like in that group. So yeah, like naendelea kutembea ni nini, but then as we're getting to that corner, me, I'm just like, you know what, I'm not going to take a corner, and this person is just still lingering around. Like I don't even know what's up with him, because especially after kwanza kuniuliza, so from here, like, are you going straight? Are you, like, it's like, why is that even your concern? So me, I just stood kangota kiasi, then he just continued walking. He went wherever he was walking, but I just remembered feeling like, why, like, not only scared but just so annoyed, frustrated, irritated. And it's like one of those things that, to me, it's like cementing the fact that there's some things I just can never really enjoy, like even just a walk alone. Like it's impossible. You know, the way, like where I stay, for example, you really feel like, oh, it's a relatively safe place, but that's not enough for me, like, to be confident enough to, let's say, go outside, let's say in the morning. You know, there are people like go for these morning walks, morning runs. If I can't do it alone, because I'm just really so scared. Even like in the evenings, I'm just like, you know, sometimes it's like, even when people like you, let's say you're going to the gym in the morning, and I'm just like, yo, like I just always feel like my fears have just heightened over time, and it just sucks. And I just think this is just me saying, like, you know what, it sucks that things I just feel like I really can never enjoy if I'm alone, and it sucks. Yeah. Anyway, that's all.